very urgent. Your soulmate needs to explain what happened this afternoon. Listen closely to me, because your soulmate is completely overwhelmed by what happened this afternoon and needs to explain it to you. I have more to tell you, but first you must prepare your heart for what I am about to ask. The sudden thought of your face stopped them in their tracks today, and it was my voice speaking directly to their spirit. They sat down in silence just a few hours ago, holding their chest because the pull to you became too strong to fight. Listening is not enough, my child. Soon I will show you the one thing that unlocks everything. What they experienced this afternoon was not an accident, but a direct blessing from my hand to wake up their sleeping soul. There is a seal I am preparing for you. A final act of trust that covers your soulmate in protection you cannot see. Your soulmate must explain how my peace washed over them this afternoon when they finally stopped running from their true feelings. Stay with me, and do not look away. What comes next is the key to your future together. They felt a sudden, deep warmth in their hands today, and it was my way of preparing them for your loving touch. I am about to give you a task. It is simple, but it is sacred, and it will change everything. Jesus says, waking up in the quiet of the night was a sign that your souls were speaking long before this afternoon's massive breakthrough. I need you to let go of your past hurts right now so your hands are completely empty to receive this blessing. Keep listening to the very end, because I am going to reveal the exact words they will say when they arrive. You have waited with such heavy sorrow, but today I moved the final mountain out of your soulmate's path. They need to tell you how clearly they saw your future together when they closed their eyes to rest this afternoon. This final step of trust is the only way to seal the divine protection over the beautiful life you are building. The strange, out-of-place memories you felt recently were actually flashes of the exact thoughts they were having about you today. I am working behind the unseen curtain of your life, making sure their heart is fully ready to cherish your deep love. Do not leave this message early, because the secret I will share at the close will bring you absolute peace. Your soulmate is pacing their room right now, deeply moved by what happened this afternoon and gathering the courage to confess. I have brought them to the edge of this beautiful truth, but now I must ask you to show your ultimate faith. Listen carefully to what comes next, because this is the sacred moment where your waiting ends and your shared destiny begins. The final seal task is here. If this message has brought you comfort, hope, or clarity today, please consider supporting our work through the link in the video description. Each message takes between 6 and 11 hours of reading, research, reflection, and careful preparation to create. Your support helps us continue sharing these messages with our community. Thank you for being here. The silence between you is breaking, because the sudden shift they felt this afternoon shattered the walls around their scared heart. I have guided their spirit directly to yours, ensuring they finally recognize the rare and beautiful gift of your enduring love. Stay with me a little longer, because the revelation waiting for you at the end of this message is truly magnificent. Jesus says, when they reached for their phone this afternoon, their hands were shaking because the truth of your bond finally hit them. I have seen every single tear you cried in secret, and I want you to know they have been praying for you too. You must forgive the days they stayed silent, because I was using that time to mature their heart for your future. The sudden clarity they experienced just a few hours ago was my light shining into the darkest corners of their confusion. They finally understand that the warmth they have been desperately searching for can only be found in your faithful, loving arms. Stay with me until the end, because I will show you the exact physical sign I will place on your doorstep tomorrow. You are so incredibly loved, and the overwhelming realization of that love is exactly what your soulmate must explain to you today. I wiped away the blinding fear from their eyes this afternoon so they could clearly see the path leading straight to you. You must stand firm in your faith today, leaving your old doubts completely behind to welcome this incoming wave of blessing. Every time you felt a sudden skip in your heart this week, it was because they were whispering your name in secret. This afternoon, that whisper turned into a loud cry for you, and I am currently answering their prayer on your behalf. Keep listening closely, because the final moments of this message hold the secret key to unlocking their permanent return to you. The Lord says, "Your beautiful spirit has anchored them, and the wild storm in their mind completely settled into deep peace this very afternoon. I am the one who orchestrated this perfect moment, placing an undeniable longing in their soul that they can no longer ignore. Prepare your home and your heart, because the moment they finally step forward to explain today will change your life forever." They were driving when the memory of your gentle voice washed over them today, forcing them to pull over and reflect. It is time to empty your hands of the pain others caused you, so you can hold the specific miracle I am bringing. Do not look away now, because I am about to tell you exactly how they plan to break the silence between you. The heavy burden of their indecision was finally lifted this afternoon when I showed them a vision of your happy future together. They need to explain how the fear of losing you suddenly became greater than their fear of stepping into a committed life. Trust in my divine timing, because every single delay was just a stepping stone to build a stronger foundation for you both. The reason you woke up exactly at 3 in the morning recently is because their spirit was reaching out for your comfort. This afternoon, they finally understood that those late-night thoughts were my gentle push to bring them back where they belong. Stay with me to the very end of this message, because I will reveal the first word they will speak to you. Jesus says, "Your soulmate is staring out the window right now, replaying the profound shift that occurred in their heart just hours ago. I have protected this sacred connection from every outside interference, and now I am clearing the road for their immediate return. You must be willing to welcome them with soft grace, because their confession about today will be honest, pure, and incredibly vulnerable. When they finally explain what happened this afternoon, you will clearly see my fingerprints all over their incredible change of heart. I have been working deeply inside their spirit, softening their pride and replacing it with a desperate need for your loving presence. Keep holding on to my promises, because the final reward for your unwavering patience is practically knocking at your front door." The sudden urge they felt to hear your voice today was a direct command from heaven pulling them toward your shared destiny. I am asking you to let go of all bitterness, because holding on to the past will only block the joy of tomorrow. Stay with me until the final minute, because I am preparing to show you the hidden meaning behind their upcoming apology. The confusion that clouded their mind for months evaporated in a single instant this afternoon when I whispered your name to them. They realize now that you are the only one who truly understands their soul, and they are eager to explain this revelation. Rest in my perfect peace tonight, knowing that I am personally guiding their footsteps straight toward the love you both deserve. The Lord says, "You are my precious child, and the pain of your waiting season officially came to a beautiful end this very afternoon. Your soulmate felt an invisible hand guiding them today, and they know deep down that it was my spirit pushing them forward." Do not close this video early, because the specific blessing I will share at the close is meant only for your ears. The sudden, joyful memory of your laugh filled their silent room today, and it brought a flood of healing tears to their eyes. I have seen the long nights you spent wondering if they cared, and I am telling you today that they love you deeply. You must open your heart wider than ever before, because the emotional walls they built are completely shattered on the floor today. They have to explain the overwhelming wave of conviction that hit them this afternoon, showing them the massive mistake of their absence. I am currently filling their mind with exactly what to say so they do not stumble when they finally reach out to you. Listen carefully to the end, because I am going to share the exact time of day they will make their grand return. The mysterious feeling of a warm embrace you felt yesterday was their spirit trying to comfort you before today's grand awakening. This afternoon was the turning point you have been praying for, and they are totally ready to surrender to this beautiful connection. Leave your anxiety behind you, because I have already secured the happy future you are constantly dreaming about in your quiet moments. Jesus says. The deep peace they felt in their chest this afternoon is a direct result of the faithful prayers you whispered in the dark. I am bridging the gap between your two hearts right now, removing the miles of silence and replacing them with urgent, loving action. Stay with me for just a little longer, because the final secret I am holding will wash away every remaining doubt you have. They looked at an old picture of you today, and the sudden rush of love they felt was entirely too massive to contain. I need you to release the unfair burdens you have carried, because true love requires hands that are completely free to embrace. Trust that the explanation they give you about today will be the solid truth that finally sets your worried mind at ease. The intense gravity of their love for you finally pulled them down to their knees in quiet surrender this very afternoon. I am preparing a beautiful feast of joy for you both, and the trials of your past will soon be completely forgotten. Do not miss the final revelation of this message, because I will tell you the exact color of the sign heading your way. Their hearts started racing just a few hours ago when they realized how dangerously close they came to losing your precious spirit forever. I intervened this afternoon to save your bond, placing a shield of divine light around the future I have written for you. You must be completely ready to forgive them, because their honest explanation will heal the deepest wounds of your weary soul. The Lord says, "You have been so faithful, and your soulmate finally recognized the immense value of your steady loyalty during their afternoon reflection today. I have been quietly fixing the broken pieces of their confidence so they can stand proudly beside you in the coming days. Stay with me to the very end, because the exact phrasing they will use to apologize is something I will share shortly. The sudden shift in the wind this afternoon was my spirit rushing into their life to blow away the dark clouds of hesitation. They are finally seeing clearly, and they are rushing to find the perfect way to explain the miracle that occurred in their heart. You must empty your heart of fear today, because the blessing I am delivering requires a home completely filled with pure faith. They need to tell you how empty their life felt this afternoon until the beautiful thought of your face filled the room. I am leading them by the hand out of their wilderness, and they are finally marching directly toward the promise of your love. Keep listening, because the secret instruction I give at the close of this message will perfectly guide your next crucial steps. The deep sleep you experienced last night was my way of resting your body for the massive blessing arriving after today's breakthrough. Their spirit was officially awakened this afternoon, and they are currently writing down the exact words they want to say to you. Do not look away, because the final piece of this puzzle is going to bring an overwhelming flood of joy to your face. Jesus says, your soulmate is finally recognizing that the quiet comfort they seek is completely wrapped up in the sound of your gentle voice. I made sure they felt a profound sense of emptiness this afternoon whenever their thoughts drifted away from your beautiful shared memories. Prepare your spirit to receive their urgent call, because the explanation they bring will forever close the door on your painful past. The feeling of absolute certainty that hit them today is a divine gift from heaven designed to bring them straight to you. I know how much you have suffered in silence, but you must know their heart was secretly breaking in the exact same way. Stay with me until the end, because I am preparing to show you the hidden meaning behind the sudden silence of yesterday. They must explain the incredible warmth that flooded their entire body this afternoon when they finally accepted the truth of your connection. I am moving every obstacle out of the way, carving a straight and safe path for their immediate journey back to your arms. Let go of every single regret right now, because your hands must be free to hold the massive future I am giving you. The sudden, overpowering need to see your face this afternoon was my spirit nudging them out of their stubborn and fearful isolation. They are practicing their confession right now, making sure they can clearly explain how my grace changed their mind just hours ago. Listen to the very end, because I will reveal the specific physical gesture they will make when they finally see you again. The Lord says, you are deeply cherished, and your soulmate finally understood the full weight of your incredible worth during a quiet moment this afternoon. I have bound your spirits together with an unbreakable cord, and today was the day the tension finally pulled them back home. Do not close this message, because the final promise I will share is going to restore the bright smile you have been missing. The unexpected tears they cried just a few hours ago were tears of deep relief as they finally surrendered to your love. I have watched over both of your hearts from the very beginning, waiting for this exact afternoon to align your paths once again. You must choose to trust me completely right now, leaving your worries behind as you step into this bright new season together. They are desperate to explain how the memory of your kindness completely melted their frozen heart during a busy moment this afternoon. I am granting them the courage to speak openly, and you will soon hear the absolute truth pouring directly from their awakened soul. Stay with me a little longer, because the secret sign waiting for you at the end of this message is entirely too important. The gentle breeze you felt on your face today was my breath comforting you while I worked a massive miracle in their heart. This afternoon changed everything for them, and they are finally willing to step out of the shadows and claim your profound bond. Keep listening carefully, because the very last sentence I speak will give you the perfect peace you need for tonight's restful sleep. Jesus says, "Your soulmate is currently staring at their phone, trying to gather the massive courage needed to text you about what happened today. I have placed a divine urgency in their chest, ensuring they do not waste another single moment running from their true destiny. You must completely release the grip on your past disappointments so you can joyfully embrace the honest love they are bringing you. When they explain the profound shift that occurred this afternoon, you will instantly know that my hand orchestrated this beautiful, lasting reunion. I have seen the depths of your lonely sorrow, and I am wiping away every single tear to make room for your upcoming laughter. Stay with me until the end, because I will show you the exact confirmation you will see in the sky tomorrow morning." The sudden sense of deep belonging they felt today was my voice reminding them that their true home is right by your side. They finally realized this afternoon that walking away from you was the single biggest mistake they have ever made in their life. You need to keep your heart entirely open, because the blessing arriving at your door is far greater than your deepest pain. The intense heartbeat they felt just hours ago was the exact moment their spirit finally synced in perfect harmony with your own. I am deeply involved in this connection, and I will not let anything stop them from delivering their urgent explanation to you soon. Do not walk away from this message, because the specific guidance I provide at the end will perfectly prepare you for tomorrow. The Lord says, "You are the precious jewel of their life," and the sudden realization of this truth hit them like a lightning bolt this afternoon. I am currently soothing their anxiety, filling their mind with the confident peace they need to approach you with absolute, naked honesty. Trust in the quiet work I am doing, because the glorious result will soon be standing in broad daylight right before your eyes. The memories of your gentle laughter totally consumed their thoughts today, pulling them violently out of their stubborn and lonely spiritual hiding. I ask you to empty your hands of the heavy resentment you carry, so you can freely accept the beautiful apology they bring. Stay with me to the very end, because the exact words of comfort I will share next are meant specifically for your healing. They need to explain how suddenly the entire world felt completely cold this afternoon until they warmed themselves with thoughts of your smile. I have intentionally designed this moment of clarity for them, knowing it is the final step required to bring your souls completely together. Keep holding on to your faith today, because the massive breakthrough you have been waiting for has finally arrived in their heart. The unexplainable joy you felt for a brief moment today was the direct reflection of their spirit celebrating the truth of your connection. This afternoon was a profound victory over their fear, and they are finally stepping into the brave light of your mutual love. Do not leave this video early, because the secret blessing I will place in your spirit at the close is completely irreplaceable. Jesus says, "Your soulmate is pacing their kitchen floor right now, overwhelmed by the sudden rush of devotion that flooded their soul this very afternoon. I have removed the heavy veil from their eyes, allowing them to see the bright, beautiful future they can only have with you. You must prepare your heart for their return, forgiving their past mistakes so your union can begin on a completely clean foundation. When they finally break their silence to explain today's massive realization, you will feel my deep peace completely surrounding both of your hearts. I have been the silent protector of your bond, gently guiding them back from the dangerous edge of their own foolish, stubborn pride. Stay with me until the end, because I will tell you the exact sequence of numbers you will see as a confirming sign. The sudden, intense longing they felt for your gentle touch today was my spirit officially signaling the end of your long waiting season. They understand now that no one else can fill the massive void in their chest that was specifically carved out just for you.